welcome to Alton Towers, and today we're here for their Toxicator preview event, which is the day before the park opens to the general public. And I'm here very early, as always. I'm always the first one here. Anyway, we're going to be heading up there shortly in the Forbidden Valley entrance and into the roller coaster restaurant, where we're going to meet and have a little discussion before we head up to Toxicator to get our first ride ever, and probably one of the first riders of 2025. So I'm looking forward to this. Okay. Okay, so we're in. We've headed into roller coaster restaurant, where we're going to start before we head up to Toxicator.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, we're getting to sample the new menu for 2025.
Yeah, it's very nice. It's like a chicken tortilla wrap thing. Yeah, it's very nice. Like a salsa dip.
We're all just gathering in here. I'll just spin you around so you can have a look. So we're literally just hanging around. We're going to get a talk about Project Ocean, which is the code name for Toxicator, and then hopefully we're going to go and get a ride on it. Now, a lot of people in here have permits to do on-ride filming on the ride. Me and Andy don't, because I couldn't be bothered with all the paperwork. But basically, we're going to get on the ride and enjoy it. I get to enjoy it without worrying about filming. And then I'll give you a full review when we get off the ride, and I'll get Andy's thoughts as well.
To be honest, I'm not a massive fan of Huss Topspins. I did Talican at Fantasyland, which is it's pretty much exactly the same ride, and I almost blacked out. Yeah, well, I've looked forward to going on it, but
so far it looks really good. What we saw when we came in, it looks well themed and pretty decent.
It's just not for me, unfortunately.
Or me. I mean, I'm not a spinny ride person. I don't like it flips around and all that sort of stuff, and this is my worst nightmare. Especially when I did Ripsaw years ago, I always found that a bit.
I never did Ripsaw either.
Even Danny's doing it behind the camera. But what we're going to do, well, I'm going to give it a go, obviously, just for you lot. I'm going to try it out, and I'll let you know if I feel queasy or not.
Well, if we can, we might probably try and get some off-ride of him. But we're getting batched out in different groups and things, so I don't know how it's got to work out. Because when we go out there, they're saying we can put things in our pockets. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see.
We'll figure it out.
At this point, we don't really know what we're able to film or what we can do.
Anyway, well, we'll wait and see what goes on in here, and then we'll head outside and hopefully get on the ride. Well, we're finally out of the roller coaster restaurant, and we're heading up towards the ride. So on the left, you've got the Bunker 94 gift shop, which was there last year, and then right in front of us is the brand new ride, Toxicator. Look at that. So now the pathway heads underneath through a tunnel, as you can see. Whereas Ripsaw, the old Ripsaw ride, if you remember that, used to be on the left here where the queue line is now. And then facing this way into the park, whereas now you're facing both ways and you're now on this platform. So it's completely different to Ripsaw, even though it's the same ride type. A modern version though, I've got to add that. Yeah, I do love all the sort of lime green, the colouring. Let's have a little walk up here and have a look. Yeah, that looks really good. Can't wait to see it going round in a second. And it does say on the wall, if I just zoom in for you, splash zone. So it is going to splash, because there are fountains up there. If you didn't, well, you won't have seen them yet, but there are fountains on both sides. And it is going to splash over down here, so just beware if you're walking under that bridge. So there you can get a better view of the queue line now there. And this is the exit staircase down from the ride, and they've got these huge tanks on either side of the ride as well, which have screens on the outside. So you'll see these screens in action when the ride goes round, and it fills up with the toxic goo inside those tanks there. And I can't wait to see this at night tomorrow, or tonight. Well, no, tomorrow, yeah, on opening day, because it's going to light up really well, and there's going to be lots of smoke effects, and yeah, it's just going to look amazing, like Nemesis did. Well, we're slowly making our way now over to the ride, so I do think we're going to get a proper ride on it shortly. Let's have a look down here. Got lots of good theming down the sides, which I'm happy to see. They haven't just left it all empty or concrete. They've put a load of like this green sand and rocks in here with some barrels, and it will light up, I'm sure. Yeah, it looks really good, that. And also the queue line over there, the far side. And even the colouring on the concrete, I'm glad to see they've coloured it and not just, you know, had grey concrete and slapped a few vinyls on it or something. Yeah, it looks really good from here, and it looks a lot higher than what you think, because it is 5 metres off the ground, and then the ride is, I think, 18 metres or 15 metres high anyway, so it makes it look a lot bigger. We're just seating everybody in up there now, and yeah, that's going to set off any minute now, but they're waiting for people to get on, but everyone's filming and getting pictures, so everyone's waiting for it to go around to get some shots. So I'm not going to ride it just yet. All right, let's go in the tunnel, have a look. So as you head down to the ride, there's the queue line at the side. So you do get into the queue on the other side of this tunnel, and then you make your way around the back. If you remember, the old Ripsaw queue used to be over here as well, and it had the bridge across the pathway just there for Ripsaw. But obviously that's all changed now. I do like the colour scheme and all the theming on the overhang there. Looks really good. Right, we're a bit closer now, so you can see they've got a lot of graphics on the walls just there, refining the future. Pre-processing platform. I do love it. It's really good. Lots of signage, green slime everywhere. Looks like some kind of a top secret concrete bunker, which is exactly what they're going for. So I am absolutely loving that. And again, I'll just show you that. Splash zone. So the water is literally just there in front of this overhang, and it is going to splash. Now the water is not green, it's just normal water, but it's got green lighting on it, so it will look green. And I love all this detail here. Got the LED neon strip lights and UV paint on the walls. All looks really good. I'm really liking this. Amazing. Hey up! Vlog on vlog. I tell you what, everybody's here today, vlogger-wise. It's been lovely catching up with everyone. Theme park insanity there. Oh, look at that. That's a really nice sign. So it will have single rider, in case you didn't know, which is great for people like me when I come on my own. And yeah, there's the queue entrance, and it heads off round the back there and up to the other side, and then you head up the stairs to the ride itself. Yeah, I'd love to know what's inside these little doorways here. I've got a feeling it's nothing more than equipment for the ride, maybe. But yeah, they basically were just explaining to us. We had a talk from one of the engineers of the ride, and I think it's about to set off. Here we go. And this is what it looks like from underneath. there we go. Just watched it off-ride, go round. Probably about a minute cycle there. Just a good amount of time on there. Don't want it too much so you come off feeling a bit sick, you know. But that looked really good. I mean, the fountains didn't touch them in the face like the Ripsaw ones used to do, but they did say that's because it's cold. They've turned them down today, but they do have adjustable parameters on the fountains, so they can make them wetter throughout the summer, a bit like Ripsaw used to. So yeah, all good, and hopefully you will get wet in summer, but not today when it's freezing, but I'm happy about that. Everybody seemed to be enjoying that. Like I said, it is Ripsaw. It's the same ride, kind of. This is a modern version, double-sided version, rather than two tiers facing one way. And obviously a lot more smoother and modern. I mean, Ripsaw is probably, 25, 30-year-old technology. This is only a couple of years old. So again, for those of you asking, do you get wet? The answer is there. They've got dryers right at the exit. So yeah, you do, unfortunately. Like I said, only a summer thing though, not as it's so cold. What do you think, Ben?
Yeah, not bad that, yeah. I mean, I've not ridden a Topspin in about, 7 years, but yeah, intense.
Good.
I'll give it that, very intense.
Better than Ripsaw?
Never rode it.
Of course you didn't.
So, no.
I keep forgetting he's too young,
Yeah, no, you don't get wet, luckily, or we might do, depending on what they do with the fountains, but yeah, just very intense, very intense. Yeah, better than I expected.
Brilliant. So I watched you from under here. I've got footage, and yeah, we'll get some more reactions a bit later on, and I can't wait to get on it very shortly. Okay, so let's head in the Bunker 94 shop, which is all the merch. I want to see what merch they've got for Toxicator, and then we're going to go have our first ride. Water cups and things there. So they are batching us through in different groups, obviously to not override the queue. So they're batching groups, I think it's A, B, C and D. I'm group C, so we'll get to go on it soon. You've got all your usual hats, badges, water cups, pens, magnets. Let's take a look at the clothing over here. So we've got Toxicator hoodies, a black one. It's not bad. Quite like the design on that actually, although it is printed and not embroidered, yeah. And then we've got a proper lime green one over there as well. T-shirt. So we've got a Toxicator T-shirt. So there you go, a little quick look at the merch inside the store there. Usual merch that you would get for any ride. I like the colours on it, like I said, the green and the black, it's pretty good. But anyway, I think we're just hanging around now because we're going to get on the next ride as far as I know anyway. So I can't wait to get on it now. And I need a wee, I need the toilet badly. Not a great time to go on it, but hey ho. I am going to jump on and I'll give you my thoughts as soon as I get off. It even sounds like Ripsaw, the old ride. The brakes squeaking and the pistons and the... just sounds exactly like Ripsaw. Any good, mate?
No, it was okay. It was about a minute cycle. We just tried to get some off-ride footage of it then, yeah, it's about a minute long. You can see your timer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good. For the park, I think it would be really, really good. For people that are not a massive fan of scary flat rides like myself, I think it's pretty much ideal, to be honest. Yeah, a minute cycle, it wasn't that intense, especially compared to Talican at Fantasyland, where I nearly blacked out on it when I did it, because you get like nearly a 2 to 3 minute cycle on that thing. It's ridiculous.
So a good amount of spin, but not too much.
Yeah, just enough. But there is 3 ride cycles we've been told, and if you are on the larger side, don't be put off because there's loads of room in the seats. Very, very comfortable as well.
Does sound like Ripsaw still, doesn't it?
I never did Ripsaw.
Did you not do it?
No, I never did
wow.
Ripsaw. No, like I said, I'm not.
Squeaky brakes and everything. It sounds exactly the same. But
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to ask you to compare it, but you can't.
No.
I'll tell you when I get off if it compares to Ripsaw or not.
I think you're on next, so yeah.
Off I go. Well, there we go. Just stepped off. After an hour, it broke down. Literally, we sat in the seats and it went down, so we had to stand over here for a good hour. But we finally got on it, and I've got to say, I really, really enjoyed that. And I'm not just saying that, I did, genuinely. I'd say it's slightly more intense than Nemesis, but only a little bit. It's definitely a lot more smoother, quieter. It seems a bit faster. I mean, it's going to be modern motors, so it will. But definitely faster. I felt a lot of feelings on there that I've not felt on a Ripsaw anyway. Now, I haven't done Talican at Phantasialand, which is apparently a damn sight more intense than this. However, I thought that was just right. Any more than that, and it would have been too much. Any less, probably not enough. So, yeah, perfect. I think they've got it spot on with that cycle. I'm looking forward to seeing its lighting package at night, and also when the fountains are in full force in summer, and also the different ride cycles, because we have been told there's potentially 3 different cycles on there, and they're using the same one over the next few days. So who knows? All the fountains are automated by the looks of it, and yeah, the restraints are comfy. They don't staple you in like the old Ripsaw ones did, and there's a lot of room. The seats are bigger. I just enjoyed it. It was really good. Good views, quite intense, fast, and probably just about right in terms of ride cycle too. So yeah, that wraps it up. We've just had the one ride. Some people managed 2, but that was because they were in the earlier groups.
Yeah, I just had the one ride as well.
Oh, did you have one?
Yeah, and for me it was enough, but the cycle you've just had was exactly 2 minutes long. That probably would have knocked me out. That would have been enough for me, definitely. But no, it's a good ride. Get yourselves here to Alton Towers and come and give it a go. If you're not into massively intense flat rides, don't be put off by it, because it's not that intense compared to other ones I've done, like Talican. Obviously Darren said he's not ridden that at Phantasialand.
Yeah.
I nearly blacked out on it the last time I rode that, so but not on this one. It's great. Get yourselves here.
Yeah, opens tomorrow, the 15th of March, or today, probably after you lot watch it. But yeah, I'm filming this on the 14th, so the 15th it is open, and yeah, hopefully it goes great for them and brings in extra people, because I think they're going to love it.
Well, it's definitely something they've needed for a long time, and it gets some more flat rides in. Yeah. I'd like to see them add a Huss breakdance next.
Yes, breakdance.
They're my favourites.
And maybe something big over near Oblivion.
Yeah.
In X Sector, that's the one. Something big over there, but I think that's a good fit. I do like the colour scheme, even though
it looks amazing, yeah.
I didn't originally. I do like it now. They just need to sort that out behind us there. They need to get rid of that. Well, not get rid of it, but they need to
paint it.
Paint it, yeah. Paint it or clean it at least. Green, yeah. Anyway.
And get a new sponsor by Monster Energy.
Anyway, guys, big thank you to Alton Towers for inviting us down for the press day, and also the hospitality here. Big thanks.
It's been amazing, yeah.
Thanks to Andy for meeting us here again.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. That's a funny, good one. So thank you very much for joining us. Thanks to Alton Towers. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.